Well, I'm going to take this opportunity, since all the trucks are here, to give you a little progress update on the winter season. I've mentioned it in mostly every video I've made this fall about our plans still being worked out for the snow season and all that good stuff. So I figured while I got the opportunity, especially while all the trucks are here at the shop, just do a quick rundown of what our rough plans are for the fall, because they keep changing in the winter, actually. So basically, long story short, we've been waiting on some of our customers to get back to us. It seems like a lot of people are dragging their feet this year. It's going to be November, pretty much on Friday. Friday's November 1st. So the weather is definitely changing. It's getting colder, and these colder mornings, snow is going to be here soon. So obviously pool closing season's wrapping up. We're pretty much at the end of that. We do get some big projects going on. You know, this dump truck is actually full of concrete right now. Can't really see, but got a full load of crushed up concrete that we are taking out of a job, and got a few big projects coming up after this one that we're working on. So there's still plenty of stuff going on as far as, projects, but as far as snow season goes, I know a lot of you guys here on the channel watch the channel for the snow plowing stuff. So hoping, if all goes to plan, and it looks like now it is. 2 weeks ago it didn't. Well, actually, even this morning it didn't look like it was going to be that way, but we'll have all the same customers as we've had the past couple of years. That's the plan, that's the goal, and that's what we're hoping for. So long story short, I mentioned it on our last video, and I've mentioned a few other videos. Our biggest account, customer, whatever you want to call it, our biggest condo complex that you see this skid steer, the cat at, basically the reason why we bought the newer machine versus the old Bobcat. This is our snow machine. We bought this strictly for snow removal, and obviously we still use it from time to time, but the account that we use this on, we thought we lost. And I know I mentioned probably in a couple videos, I kind of explained the story, but let me explain it real quick now. Essentially what happened, we signed a 2-year contract with that customer last year. So that contract technically is good through this upcoming winter. So I reached out back beginning of September, just to touch base, check in, make sure everything was good, no changes, all that good stuff. Got an email back saying basically we're no longer doing business with that specific customer, and the person my contact with the property management company is no longer with that company. So I'm like, oh, great, wonderful. So I reached back out. I was like, hey, do you know who the new property management company is? I technically have a 2-year contract. Can you get me in touch with whoever I need to talk to? Whatever. So they gave me a number to call, or an email to. I'm putting the phone down for a second. They gave me someone to contact. I reached out, sent an email. So basically they gave me the name of the company, the property management company, and an email address and a person's name. So I sent an email, didn't hear back. Sent another follow-up email a couple days later, a week later, whatever it was, didn't hear back. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm not hearing back. So looked up the company's website, what I thought was the company, called their number, left a message, didn't hear back. Went and found they had like a general contact email, kind of like every company does. It was like an info at whatever, propertyservices.com, whatever it was, didn't hear back. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm not getting this, this customer's gone. This account's gone. We're not getting it back. It's over. So we kind of like, all right, we got to look at other options now. What are we going to do now that we have a relatively brand new skid steer that we pretty much use for only snow that's got nowhere to go now? So what are what are we going to do? We got to make up for that because it's our biggest account. It makes the most money. It's the most salt money. That one we, makes more money on just salt than, some of our other customers all combined. So, so we're kind of scrambling, trying to figure out ideas. And I'm also was dealing with this with 2 other customers too, and I'll go over that afterwards. So finally, basically, fast forward to today, well, back up. So my plan originally, obviously I just want everything like last couple of years, same customer, same everything, boom, done, easy. So obviously figuring we're losing the biggest one, now we're going to make up for that. So I actually, and I've never really spent money on marketing or stuff like that, advertising for snow work. I actually did this year. Not a ton, but I went out and I did a postcard mailing, which didn't seem to do anything. I spent, I forget what it was. It was almost $1,000. It was a good amount of money to send out basically postcards So for those who've been watching the channel for a while, you know kind of a little bit about our operation in the snow. If you don't, there's a couple of videos on it, you know, kind of how we've been doing things and all that stuff. But essentially all of our customers are within a very tight radius. It's actually really nice how we do it. So I basically sent a postcard mailing out, a nice, you know, with pictures of our truck, basically we're, you know, snow plowing, blah, 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 everything we do, all that good stuff, to like a 2-mile radius of that area, in hopes that basically, you know, we'll pick up more customers that, you know, would be in the same area that we already work in, you know, trying to keep a tight radius. So far, I don't think I've heard back from anyone. And I don't know if people are just dragging their feet. I really haven't heard much on snow plowing at all. So my plan, basically, I had 3 plans in my head. Plan A is obviously everything the same as last year, take on the same customers, everything the same. That would be great. Plan B, we obviously lose the big account, so try to pick up some more, you know, small commercial accounts, another big account. Actually, I had multiple plans, to be honest. You know, make it work that way. Plan C is if we can't find commercial accounts, you know, go back into driveways. As much as driveways suck, I don't like them sometimes. You can actually make some good money if they're all close. And I'll get more into a more detailed video once we get our routes finalized and even maybe how we price some things. But honestly, you know, our work's split 50-50. We have 50% commercial, 50% residential. It's actually probably a little more on the commercial side, but we do make a decent amount of money on the small amount of driveways we do. We do about 20 of them right now, which isn't a ton. But, you know, out of those 20, we make, you know, I don't know what it is, but we make good money. So basically, you know, we could have just done more driveways and made up for it there. We'd have to do, you know, 10, 15 more driveways just to make up for losing that one commercial place. But so that was another plan. And then the other alternative was just, you know, get what we can and sub out, you know, the machine to someone else, you know, at an hourly rate, and just, you know, have it go plow for someone else. But right now, kind of leaning towards hopefully having all of the same stuff as last year, plus maybe a few more driveways and maybe, hopefully, maybe another small commercial too. That'd be great. But at a minimum, we're probably just going to take on, and it's funny because I know if you've been a long-time viewer, you've heard me, you know, talk about how we're getting out of driveways. I'm not saying I'm jumping back into a full, but I mean, there is money to be made if the driveways are in. So basically, my driveway route, and I'll get into this in another video, is all one street in the same town, and all the side streets off of that is where all the driveways are. So basically, all of our driveways are within a minute or two of each other, essentially. maybe a couple minutes, whatever. It depends how fast you're driving. But it's a very, very tight radius, which is awesome. You know, makes you good money real quick. So if I can get calls for that area, if it happens, I'll definitely take on more driveways, maybe take on 10, 15 more, you know, boom, done. So, but at the end of the day, I know there's a number in my head that I want to make. Not that you can budget for snow, but there's, you know, a number in my head that I want to try to shoot for to make it snow, whether we get, you know, basically, you know, high end amount, low end amount, whatever. And I'm going to try to make it. So I'll get more into details on snow in another video. On another contractor, other commercial contractor, our second biggest one. He's sending me over stuff to sign tonight, finally. But I've been dealing. He got a new insurance company, and they're being a pain to deal with. And he was literally ready to drop them over keeping us because we did such a good job the last couple of years. So he basically we were actually had a lawyer involved in everything, trying to write up a contract that made sense because the insurance company basically wanted us to sign something that said basically we're liable for anything, no matter what. And I said no, we're not signing that at all. If there's a slip and fall, you know, 2 days after that we've been there, someone, you know, a refreeze, you know, a puddle freezes over, and we don't know about it, and someone goes up and falls, I'm not taking responsibility for that. You know, if it's a whiteout blizzard and someone falls during the middle of the blizzard, like, I'm not taking responsibility for that. I can't control Mother Nature, you know. So we basically worked up a contract that covers me and covers the property owner, and the guy was awesome to work with. He actually wanted to work together, which is great. A lot of people don't want to deal with that. So and he actually literally, like, he kept apologizing and kind of almost literally told me, like, I don't care what you're gonna do, you can charge more money, you can do whatever you want, like, we're not losing you as a contractor because you do such a good job. So that one sounds like we're gonna be signing tomorrow, and I'm still waiting on, and one of them I'm hoping to hear back, and I should. They've been a original customer, is one of the churches. So other than that, snow should be, you know, almost figured out. We're still working and fine-tuning, but it's looking better than it did even this morning. So otherwise, other than snow, plan stuff that needs to get done before it gets dark around here. It's starting to really get dark. I hate these early dark nights. It's only like 5:30 right now. daylight savings times next week. It's gonna be dark at 4:30. But we gotta, basically, as far as like videos and stuff we gotta do, we got a lot of stuff to do around the shop, you know, truck maintenance and vehicle maintenance and getting ready for snow and you name it. So there's gonna be plenty of work being done here at the shop with these trucks. I can tell you right now, every single truck is saying it needs an oil change. We've been so busy this fall, we've done so many miles. We did oil changes back at the end of August, right before closing season, but we've done so much driving that this one's overdue a little bit. This one is just about due. The van is, I think, overdue. We're not talking about much, we're talking maybe like 500 or 1,000 miles. I'm very religious with how I do my oil changes. I don't care, I do them exactly when they need to be done. And I've never had an issue with the vehicle, but this van also needs an oil change. So that's all simple stuff we can do. We finally got the inspection stickers done on pretty much everything. That's been not a nightmare, but this one needed some work with the brakes. This one needed something, I forget what it was, but we have passing inspection stickers on the trucks. The dump truck needs a lot of work. This tire is worn on the outside, which tells me something's going on with the front end. It's creaking, so we need some front end work done. This is actually, I'm actually bringing it to the dealership. I usually don't like going to the dealership, but this has, I don't even know if they're going to cover it on the warranty, but there's technically a warranty on some of the stuff, so I'm going to see if they cover any of it. I doubt they will, but either way, we do need to get an inspection sticker on this, and it's not going to pass unless we do the work. So I need some tires. The body work, like the lights and stuff like that, for plowing stuff needs to be done, but that's on our end. But to get an inspection sticker, basically I'm bringing it to the shop, say fix what you need to do and put an inspection sticker on it, whatever, send me the bill, and hopefully if it's covered on warranty, put it on the warranty. I take out whenever you buy a car that's stupid warranty to try to sell you. I didn't do it on this one. I finally got smart. I technically got it on these. They suck you into it at the end of the sale. I'm sure you all know. So I do have it on this truck, and I don't know what's covered and what's not covered, but we're gonna try it. If they cover stuff, great. If they don't, whatever, it is what it is. But we got to go through a lot of these, like the lights for plowing, the backup lights and the strobe lights. Well, this truck doesn't even have strobes, but like, I don't even see this. It's getting dark out. No, you can't even see anymore. It's too dark. The lights in the back need to be fixed. Lights in the back of that. So it's getting a little dark here, so I might probably have to wrap this video up. But essentially what I'm trying to say is we just need to get some work done here on some of the vehicles, stuff like that. Plows need to come down. We serviced them last year. We barely plowed last year, so I don't think they really need much work. But obviously everything needs to be hooked to the trucks. I do know we were having an issue with the connection on one of the plows with the white truck. One plow is working, one plow is not. So we got to figure out which one works and which one doesn't. Last year we ran only 2 trucks. We ran the dump truck and the white pickup truck, so 4 and 5 for plowing, and we left the blue truck as a backup and just basically only ran 2 trucks. I'm actually planning, since, I mean, the blue truck is getting older. I've been trying to save her. She's my original truck. She's my baby. But I'm probably going to put a plow on that and put that out. I actually have a driver for that this year. So we have a full staff this winter, and unlike last year, it was just me and David basically on a shoveler. So this year, it looks like I have 2 shovelers and 3 plow drivers, and maybe even an operator for the machine. So we have a full staff for the winter, which is awesome. So basically need to get all that stuff hooked up, and the salt spreaders need to come out. They're, you know, in storage, buried. They need to come out, get hooked up. We need to run through them. I can tell you right now, the chains need to be adjusted. I think we did a little bit in the I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure we put them away all greased up and stuff, but they're all buried over there in storage. I am planning on, this machine just needs to be greased. It barely moved all summer. But if we do get that contract back, I am planning on putting snow tires on that skid steer. A little bit of an investment, but I think in the long run it's actually going to make sense. So, because I've had other ideas with that too, about plowing driveways with it and other stuff. So, but anyways, that's kind of it. I'm running out of daylight here, so but yeah, well, there'll be plenty more videos coming down the channel. I'll do some shop walk around, stuff like that. Not a lot has changed. Obviously the same fleet as we've always had, so no new vehicles planned. I wish, but we really don't need anything new. We've been kind of investing our, you know, stuff like that into, you know, tools and infrastructure, I guess you call it, you know, back end of the business. Minor stuff here and there, but we're not planning on buying any new big purchases as far as vehicles this year. But we'll go through the fleet. I didn't even mean to, well, we didn't mean when we backed all this in. It's tough to see, but they are literally in like a perfect little angled line. But yeah, we'll we'll have more stuff, you know, the stuff you guys like. I know you guys, you know, the pool videos are great, but like a lot of you guys on this channel like the trucks, you like the shop stuff, you like the machines, you like the plows. So I'll do my best to get some more videos, you know, some of the mechanical stuff we got to do, repairs around here, all that kind of stuff, the stuff I know what you guys actually like. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little update video, kind of what's been going on. I know I've chirped it and mentioned it a little bit in some of the videos about, you know, plowing and our plans, and we're still working on finalizing stuff, but it's looking a lot better, like I said, even than it did this morning. So we'll have everything hopefully finalized. For the most part, I'm hoping honestly by the end of this week. That'd be even awesome. I really wanted to have all the plow stuff figured out, you know, a month ago in October, end of September. But you know, it is what it is. It's not me. It's the customers at this point. So, but things are looking up there, and you know, there's still some time. And it's just like pool season, just like anything. We're gonna get the last minute people, and we do every year. Is we're gonna get, you know, that first couple flakes, you know, around Thanksgiving, and people are gonna start calling like crazy. So. The work's there, you know, it will come. So I'm just trying to capitalize on whatever comes. And I mean, I'm not looking to make $1 million on snow. We don't rely on it by any means. Obviously we got plenty of other opportunities to make money this fall, and that's something I didn't even touch on in this video, but it's getting too dark. But we have a ton of projects coming up as far as, like, you know, pool work. We have a couple landscape style jobs, so we have plenty of work to stay busy for most of the month of November and into the winter. So we'll be using the dump truck quite a bit. We'll probably have the skid steer out on one of the jobs. So there's still stuff going on too as far as work and projects and stuff like that for the next month. We're actually probably going to be working with our neighbors McLeod Landscaping on a pretty big job. It's mostly it's basically ripping out a pool deck, and we're putting in new plumbing for the pool. He's doing the deck part of it, but kind of told him, you know, we probably just end up working together, you know, on the project. Well, obviously not do the whole project with him, but I have no problem, like, when he's doing the pool deck removal, you know, going out there with Dave, and volunteered using our truck and stuff like that to help him. Honestly, just to give us something to do. We're obviously doing, you know, I already have the quote, you know, signed and the estimate for doing the plumbing. So we're doing our end of the project, but I, you know, wouldn't mind helping out doing something different. So we'll probably be out there. I think we're going to do that in a couple weeks. So we haven't finalized the date yet, but anyways, enough is enough. It's getting too dark. You probably can't even see me at this point, but thanks for watching, guys. I promise there'll be some more videos coming up of shop stuff, and still be some pool stuff, but that season's almost over, and we'll get these snow plows out, and hopefully maybe pushing some snow this year. I can't control the weather, but I can say we are due for anything. Last couple of winters have sucked. There's been no snow, so we are due. Whether we get it or not, at least we'll be prepared. But if we do, you know, we'll make some good videos. But that was enough. I gotta go home. I gotta deal with some paperwork and emails and all that good stuff. It's been a long day, so gotta get home and get that done. It feels so much later than it really is. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. So. But appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.